She didn't stay long, as far as marriages go. Just 1 year and 10 months. Her note was brief too. I'm leaving. Don't know what to say. Love, Trudy. And Tom Hope was left injured in a way that seemed certain to kill him. He stood at the wooden table in the kitchen reading again and again what she'd written. He thought, it was the rain. He pictured her standing on the veranda in her blue dress and a cardigan while the rain came down day after day from a grey sky. He read the note one more time. It was written on the pink notepaper she'd used on special occasions and dated September 10th, 1962. She'd also left behind a piece of toast from which she'd taken a single bite. The indent preserved the arc of her teeth. He kept to the farm for weeks after she'd gone. He knew what would happen if he drove into hometown. How's the missus, Tom? From every direction. And he had no answer. He worked in a daze, holding himself together as best he could. Cleared the channels in the orchard, a good 5 days, then repaired the wire fences of the hill pastures ready for the woolies in spring. He had never wept in his life, but these days his cheeks were tear-streaked all the time. When he noticed, he would shrug. What did it matter? She barely had any family. Her father missing up in New South Wales. Her mother and sister Tilly living with some Bible bashers who'd taken them down to Phillip Island. Where could she have gone? He couldn't stay on the farm forever. He needed tobacco, sugar, tea. He needed Aspros. He woke with a headache every morning. In town, first one friend, then another expressed surprise at his long absence. When he was asked how his wife was faring, he said, "Oh, she went on away." He didn't elaborate. He thought, I'm meant to be alone. He had more reason than Trudy running away to make him believe this. He'd always been awkward with people. He had to remind himself to smile. But in his heart, he yearned for people all around him. Only let them not ask him to talk and smile too much. Let them just say, "Tom, good to see you," and "Tom, look in one time and say hello to the kids." Animals forgave his unease. The mare he'd bought for Trudy to enjoy obeyed him, never her. His dog Bo, an old heeler, loved him in the way of dogs. But then, Bo loved everyone. Listening to the radio one evening, he understood suddenly a comment she'd made not so long before she left. She had talked a lot when she was playing the game with the 3 decks of cards, such things as "clever girl" and "whoops-a-daisy," but the comment Tom had just recalled was different. At the time, he'd thought it part of her strange 3-deck game. It wasn't. It was something intended for him. "Another night in paradise," she'd said, moving one small pile of cards to the edge of the low table. Tom stood up from his armchair and stared straight ahead. Why had it taken him so long to understand? Another night in paradise. He stamped through the house, arms folded tight over his chest. All the things he might have done to make his wife happy crowded his mind. A record player, songs that she could choose for herself, a television set on hire to purchase, a proper bathtub, not that half-rusted tin thing. He ran to the kitchen and found a piece of paper and a black pencil. In a frenzy, he wrote a list of the things he would do to make a difference if Trudy should one day come back. Whenever a new idea came to mind, he rushed back to the kitchen and added it to the list. 6. Picnics. 7. Pet's cat budgie. 8. Light fire kitchen first thing. Outside, Bo ran yelping along the veranda from the back door to the side door, excited by the movement inside the house.